Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. I'm Alex and I hope all is well with you today. Prince Harry has begun his High Court legal action against the Home Office. The Duke is suing over a decision not to allow him to pay for police protection for himself and his family whilst in the UK. He is arguing his private protection team in the US does not have adequate jurisdiction abroad or access to UK intelligence, which is needed to keep safe. On Friday, the first hearing in the case took place at the Royal Courts of Justice in London, which Harry did not attend. At the preliminary hearing, the court heard there was an application by both sides for some parts of the court documents in the case to be kept private. The Duke wants to bring his children to visit from the US, but his barrister told the High Court today that he does not feel safe when visiting under the current security arrangements. A legal representative for Harry has also previously said he wants to fund the security himself when he travels to the UK, rather than ask taxpayers to foot the bill. And viewers should take note that other members of the royal family do not do this. Their security is paid for by the public. It continues, Harry did not attend the first hearing in the case at the Royal Courts of Justice in London today. Introducing the case, Shahid Fatima QC, representing the Duke, said this claim is about the fact that the claimant does not feel safe when he is in the UK, given the security arrangements applied to him in June 2021, and will continue to be applied to him. It goes without saying that he does want to come back to see family and friends, and to continue to support the charities that are so close to his heart. Most of all, this is and always will be his home. In written submissions, he said, personal protective security by the police is not available on a privately financed basis, and GOVT does not make decisions on the provision of such security on the basis that any financial contribution could be sought or obtained to pay for it. He added, GOVT had attributed to the Duke a form of exceptional status where he is considered for personal protective security by the police, with the precise arrangements being dependent on the reason for his presence in Great Britain, and by reference to the functions he carries out when present. The barrister added, a case-by-case approach rationally and appropriately allows GOVT to implement a responsive approach to reflect the applicable circumstances. Mr. Palmer said in the later written submissions that the Duke had failed to afford the necessary measure of respect to the Home Secretary and GOVT as the expert and democratically accountable decision-maker on matters of protective security and associated risk assessment. He added that the Home Office will seek the costs incurred as a result of this claim in full, including those of the confidentiality exercise, which has resulted in costs being incurred to the public purse. In other news, after the Prince Andrew settlement, fans on social media have pointed out how the media have reacted to the disastrous Prince Andrew story compared to the ongoing smear campaign against Meghan and Harry, as I'm sure you're aware. The settlement ensures that Andrew won't have to go through a potentially devastating civil trial, which would drag the royal family through the mud even further. It's rumoured that Andrew opted to settle the case out of court so that his legal troubles didn't overshadow his mother, Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Now, fans of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are speaking out about the situation and calling out the firm for hypocrisy for their treatment of Andrew during this time. One fan online said, "Your regular reminder that Harry and Meghan got excommunicated from the royal family for eating avocados and asking politely not to be racially abused. One person tweeted of the situation, "I'm still waiting for the media to give Prince Andrew the same energy they give Meghan and Harry," another stated. According to Women and Home, Andrew was stripped of one of his titles and military honours following his scandal. However, royal family sources have stayed mostly quiet about the situation. Amazing, isn't it? Buckingham Palace insiders so very silent over Prince Andrew, a third social media user tweeted. All sources very quiet, and yet they were so vocal about Harry and Meghan. This won't go away. Well, you know that this is obvious. The mainstream media is in the pockets of the royal family. That's why it's so biased towards them. And this seems to be internationally, especially in the Commonwealth countries. That's why you see the smear campaign against Meghan and Harry also very active in Australia and Canada. Therefore, you will only see positive stories about them. If it is negative news about Prince Charles or Prince Andrew, it will either be avoided as much as possible, like in the Prince Andrew story, or they will use something else to cover it up. Meghan and Harry continue to get bad press mainly because they left the royal family and became independent, financially independent, which leaves the royal family looking like sponges. That's why there is this concerted effort now for years to make Meghan and Harry appear in a negative light, while simultaneously promoting the royal family in a positive light.